Okay, so this video is going to focus on cumulative frequency graphs, and these are initially a little bit challenging to read, and so please pay careful attention to what's being said here. All right, so the following graphs show the way three different soccer clubs, so each graph is going to represent a soccer club scored their points over a 10-month season. So we have 10 months here, and notice we have percents. Well, this is a cumulative frequency graph, so you're going to start off at 0 and then you're going to max out at 100%, and that's regardless as to which one it is. All right, so let's think about this. What do we have when we look at this? When I go to cuss this thing, it's reasonably symmetric and mound shape with the mean, median, mode occurring at the midpoint. So the mean, median, mode are going to occur here, right? And that's pretty much the description. But how many goals did I have here? Not very many. So I was scoring 0 goals at the beginning, and at the end I was scoring 0 goals, but in the middle I was scoring a lot of goals. So we started off pretty slow, increased, and then at the very end we quit scoring goals again. And if I'd been able to fit a better curve, maybe it should have looked more something like this, where it went up really, really fast in the middle and then tapered off at the end. It was kind of hard to draw that using Microsoft Word, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, so that's probably the way that should have gone, but it gives you a pretty good idea as to what's going on. That we started off slow, then scored a lot. Notice it is increasing rapidly, and then we tailed off at the end. Okay, so the soccer team scored most of their goals in the middle of the season, which is what we said here. And they started a little slow and ended a little slow. In the second graph, we're skewed to the left. And so if our median occurred here, our mean is going to be somewhere to the left of that. All right, the mean with the mean left to the, because remember, stretch to the left, skewed to the left, mean is to the left. So at the very beginning, they just weren't scoring goals at all. All right. But here they started scoring a lot. So basically, the middle half of the season on, they started scoring a lot. So basically, this probably should have gone something like this, increased very slowly, and then way fast, all right, to the end of the season. All right, so they were scoring a lot. They scored over half their goals. They scored over half in the second half of the season. The third graph is skewed to the right. And remember, if our median were to occur about here, we know that our mean is going to be somewhere to the right, because skewed to the right means to the right. Well, this team, they got off fast, okay? They started scoring goals really fast in the season. And then at the very end, they're not scoring at all. They looked like they were going to be winners, and they ended up being losers. So they started off fast, but you still start off at 0. It's just they accelerated quickly, and then at the very end, they weren't scoring much at all. So that's the concept of a cumulative frequency graph. You just have to pay attention. Did they start slow? Did they start fast? But also, one of the biggest points is that you start at 0, and then you're going to top out at 100%. Right? So you're going to go all the way up to 100%. So we will look at FRQ problem with that in the next video.